Ruben Amorim. Some people say is Ruben Amorim, who, of course, cut his journey short this season in Sporting. Since he left Sporting, Sporting have lost 4 out of 6 matches. Manchester United, of course, have lost 3 also since he came in. But the point is this: did he make the right decision coming to take Manchester United halfway in the season? Before I get to this, let me just start my own first. First of all, I think Ruben Amorim has made arguably the worst decision of his career. And the reason is not going to Man U, the reason is the timing. He came or he left, he moved to Man U at the worst time possible. I would have waited for when a transfer window, like if he had the benefit of a transfer window before you take control of the team. See, when coaches come into teams, what happens is that they're going to change the system. They bring players that understand
their style of play.
Their style of play, and then build around those players so that you understand what I mean. Mourinho did it with Chelsea. Remember when he was coming in, he came with Deco, he came with Costa, he came with what's his name, Carvalho, and then Drogba because of how he wanted to play.
Marseille.
Exactly. I'd seen Drogba in the Champions League against him on Porto, when Porto met Marseille, and said, look, I want to play like this. But Ruben Amorim came in at a time when Manchester United are low on everything. The quality is zero. The structure of the club is zero. They are doing rubbish. And then he came in at this point, and he gives me vibes of Andres Villas-Boas.
2012.
I'm telling you, who comes in, who is a promising, very promising young coach. Today he's a club president. His coaching career just ended. And I feel like Amorim might just be, before his career even kicks off, he might just be running down because he came to a club at the wrong time.
Well, they know that United is a sinking ship. Anybody that comes has to, get stained. Henry Ten Hag, fantastic at the clubs he coached in the Netherlands before even going to Ajax. Now he came to Manchester United. He spent money. I do not think that Manchester United are not irredeemable. They might have a terrible season, but from next season it will be when I will judge Amorim.
But the point is,
this season he has accepted to stain his white. But from next season, the juries will be out.
But the point is that your stats is very important. I mean, look at Maresca.
As a person, I do not care about stats. Maybe because I'm an African man. Okay. I do not care about stats.
It's about
how much I earn. So forget about even how much I earn. I'm coming to it's a lifetime opportunity. Imagine if they had kept Van Nistelrooy and Van Nistelrooy was doing well. United have something in their head that they might just be like, okay, we want to keep Ruud Van Nistelrooy. We might want to keep Van Nistelrooy.
Why did they leave Van Nistelrooey? He won his former. I mean, I feel like I feel like Amorim. There was a
Amorim pleaded to the end of the season. To be honest, he did.
Let's hear. You say something about Premier League. Let's hear him a bit. Okay, Amorim was mentioning something about
want to win the Premier League.
About he wants to win the Premier League or something like that.
And the best way to do that is, just to be as a big team. They want to win something.
Okay, so you are saying that, look, up until next season, that's when he might have that time. There might be something that happens and he could go ahead up until next season.
The jury will be out from next season because I would not rate him this season based on anything except even in January window.
When the foundation is not okay.
No.
It's a problem.
No. You can, if I'm going to be a club owner and I give the coach, the sporting director, the license, do what you want.
But you do. Listen, my point is that they are not well run. Manchester United is badly
That is where
Ashworth has just stayed there 5 months. Now Arsenal want to get Ashworth. The sporting director 5 months, and they sacked him. In fact, it's so much so that they are paying so much when it comes to
severance fees.
Severance fees. We understand. Radcliffe is not happy with the way things are run. If a club is run well, when Abramovich came to Chelsea, there's something when you can see when a club is run well. What I'm saying is that you can prognosticate and say, okay, this is how it's going to happen. Look at what happened with Manchester City. They brought in Bergristan first. They brought in Soriano. They had a plan before Pep came in. Even though they didn't do well the first season, they knew they were going somewhere. My point is that I don't see him picking up even next season because
it might pick
the structure. It's a case of
the reason why I say it might pick up is because he has to bring in a sporting director that works hand in hand with him.
He has to.
Look at what Arsenal did. They sent Rahul Saniyeli, the man who scammed Arsenal, with he brought Pepe. Same man brought Pepe for 7 million.
But this is based on if they do. But based on past antecedents,
Jimmy has a say in the club.
But so what I'm saying is that so far, They are not doing the right things.
Jimmy
They're
has the
sacking
same
people.
club.
Now there's no sport. They're sacking people just after hiring them. You understand? They're making silly decisions in the boardroom and all of that.
Same way
They don't.
Same way they've made silly decisions with transfers over the past 5 years.
Look at transfers also. I'm saying that the club is in deep crisis.
Well,
The structure of the
in
club.
as much.
So
as
what I'm saying is that if you're making a prediction
Yeah.
based on what you already have, based on what they have done so far, they don't look like they're going to start. Look at the old players. I know that those ones have issues also. Those Rio Ferdinand and all of that. Look at how they were. He said something. He said, look how they're ruthless with Ashworth. They should do that with some players. How did Marshall finish 9 years in Man U? How is Dr. Rashford?
No, homegrown issue now, Abi. That's
Okay, all right. But let's preview that game now. Manchester United will be up against Manchester City in the Premier League. In fact, this is going to be, we're not even sure what will happen because Manchester United, nobody said the Man City, what do you think will happen, Manchester United versus
it's
Man
a
City?
derby, and but I still do not rate United. They might start with Nishal Gara because there's this 15 minutes ginger they used to have whenever they play Manchester City. Remember Rashford scoring 1 golazo last season, and then they ended up taking up the loss. So I think United is going to score, and also City, they're going to score. This time around, it's a game of anybody who gets it, the season might kick off.
All right. This one says, good day, guys. Promise from Ikorodu says, I think it's time Pep finds another challenge elsewhere. I also think if he stays longer than necessary, he will spoil his clean record like Lampard. Why? Lampard and Pep in the same sentence. It doesn't follow. Good morning. Pep most times behave like someone that doesn't use his number 6. No wonder he's confused because his player that plays 6 for him is out injured.
Oh no, I like that word, but
Though he will go down as one of the greatest coaches to coach in the English league because of his records, he's the only coach to win a domestic treble, the only coach to get 100 points, but just to mention a few, Ajala from Jos. Okay.
and last thing I used to study, bro.
Okay. I'm sure Man U are going to win Man City tomorrow because Bruno is on fire. Which Bruno? Okay. Hi. Chelsea will win the Premier League this season. You never tell us your name. Thank God you never tell us your name so that we don't know who we are going to drag. Okay. Good morning. See all these failures Guardiola's experience is based on one factor. In jazz, don't they fail?
No, what kind of Nigerian is this?
I believe Man City will still come back. Guardiola will do the magic. Quote me. Ola from Alagbado. Ola will quote you.
We don't stand.
And if he doesn't come back, we will drag you. All right. City are back to the good old days, but I will still go for City to win against United. Adeyinka from Agege. Thank you very much, Adeyinka. So, yes. So, you're saying, are you sure? What do you think?
I'm not sticking out my neck for anybody, but I think it's going to
Goals,
be
good
goals,
day.
yeah.
Go.
Because you City at the back, they are frail. Then you have United over frail. They can actually concede. No Martinez,
Okay.
of course, are going to be Harry Maguire.
Okay.
So, and Haaland himself, it might just be the time for him to pick up phone. Foden knows how to score against Manchester United. So let's see what happens. But I'm pretty sure goals is going to come.
All right. Okay.